Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a good day. I'm Profesy and welcome to my channel. So, in today's video, we're going over the newest drip markets of Lynae and Mornye. And so, because I wanted to do both of them in the same video, I purposely didn't make like separate ones. So, let's go over both of them, because this is basically all the new characters we're getting in 3.0. So let's take a close look at Lynae. She looks honestly very amazing. She looks astonishing. That motorbike is actually reminding me of Nola, the character from Tower of Fantasy, which by the way has amazing animations. Also, I hope this kind of vehicle is for free, because as in the past we know that glider that we had, like not the glider but wings from Rinasita, were actually part of the main quest. So I hope this is the same thing with this one. So that's basically my opinion on that one. I want this character to actually be very good on release, and so yeah, without further yapping about how she looks, let's take a look like what the Wuthering Waves tells us about her. So Postlement, Anthropocene, Stars Intertwined. So Outlaw Blue, Polar Orange, Hazard Yellow, Acid Green. Wanna guess what color is my next pick? Okay, that actually gives me some teasers about like multi-element something, multi-attribute, but I can be wrong. I don't know if Wuthering Waves dev team decided to actually make Lynae that kind of character, because this doesn't really tells me what kind of character she can be. From this picture, I say maybe she's a Spectral, if she's like not really crazy in mind, but like good girl, but with you know, that badass style, but a good girl, right? Or if she's like a menace, still on a good side, but she's more like Camellia type of style, or maybe Cantarella type of like gives that vibe. I think she might be HAVOC. Not really, I don't know. Maybe she's fusion, who knows? Like hybrid personality between both, like both badass but also very calm and good. I don't know, like she can be anything. I don't know, the hair, the color scheme, everything gives me that Spectral vibe. But let's read them more. So Archive, the Lynae preparatory program student at Startorch Academy, is a free spirit with passion in her soul. That's actually Phoebe type of vibe. She drives fast and paints boldly. Her dearest wish is for her trouble-free campus life to last forever. Trouble-free. At least from what I'm seeing here, she's not Camellia type of character. She might be more towards Spectral actually. I hope Lynae will fight with the bike, like random over or do some cool animation with the bike, or maybe ultimate, like liberation, like with the bike. And she might hold like a broadblade or a sword, I don't know. Maybe she'll use gun. I can't tell. She might use gun. I hope she's fine to play. But yeah, for Spectral, there's like not really too much that we can do. I mean, if she... what can she potentially do? If she's a support, like a healer, we don't have that for Spectral yet. So that would be nice. And if she's a Spectral, that she has something to do with Frazzle, because this will be interesting way to introduce characters who are not only negative status, because a lot of people just said, oh, these next 5 characters, all of them will have something to do with negative status. But I would like if they actually make like compromise between like players who want negative status teams and players who just want normal standalone units, who don't really want all of that negative status stuff. Because Chisa is setting up to be like main focus of all these teams. So if she's also support, then what is purpose of Chisa? That's my question for these type of characters. But yeah, I hope that Kuro Beast is like smart here and actually decides to make Lynae very unique, because they've been doing a lot of unique characters, but I'm starting to see, you know, like Galbrena, Augusta, they're both heavy attackers, and if you didn't get Chuyan, guess what? Yuno and Mortefi will be on one of them will be on Galbrena's team, another one will be on Augusta team. So Gian has like Chacona, but if you have Cartetia, then you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, and Augusta is good in Whimpering Waste, and I also tried my Galbrena in Whimpering Waste, and honestly, they shred. And so, yeah, I think that, yeah, Gian is not looking good. I know there are like cope people like Saint Tontas trying to like blah blah blah. He recently made a video about Galbrena being brain dead to play Brotherman. Gian is the same exact thing. And if you and here's my thing, Saint Tontas. If you can't accept the fact that Gian is a brain dead character and you somehow feel kind of hurt by this, then I think it's your own skill issue. I think it's self-inflicted, or is like what exactly he said about Galbrena. I don't freaking remember that much, but yeah, basically, if he doesn't accept that, it's not my problem, man. It's just Gian is a brain-dead character that's got power creep by Augusta, by Galbrena, but for every other Gian enjoyer, I respect you. But yeah, Saint Tontas recently made a video that I might react to. We'll see. But yeah, back to the video. So Lynae looks amazing. Her personality, I think she might be Spectro. I hope she's a support, because DPS Spectro is kind of stinky. Yeah, we need a normal, like, you know, like a standalone DPS, because Jinxie requires coordinated attack. Dizani requires specifically Phoebe. And so, Phoebe, she can play with Spectral Rover or like Sanhua, but she kind of needs Spectral Rover and stuff, and it's like, we need standalone DPS like Galbrena, for example, that can like potentially solo without relying on other teammates. Jinxie needs a teammate. Phoebe, Zani, both of them, they require teammates in order to work normally, right? To be optimal. So if she can actually make like Jinxie good, if she can like buff, like, here's what I hope they do. We need like 20-25%, maybe 20%, like Spectro on, or any like attribute damage amplification, but for the specific attribute. If she's a Spectro, I want her to actually amplify entire Spectro team by 20% amplification for Spectro damage, right? Or maybe she gives Spectro damage bonus to entire team or something like that. Like, I hope she's a good buffer. But again, because as a DPS, we still need a good, like, we actually don't have Liberation DPS for Spectral. So that can be something interesting to actually try out. Maybe she's doing Liberation damage, who knows. We also have Gauntlet from Zani, Rectifier for Phoebe, Broadblade from Jinxie, a sword kinda for Spectral, even though I don't really count him as a Spectral because he's like versatile and all. But yeah, but when it comes to premium units, I think like Liberation, sword, or gun user. Maybe she's a gun user. She gives me, like, I don't really see her using sword. Maybe she's a gun user. We'll see, man. Like, she looks amazing, fantastic. Her bio so far is interesting. I can't wait to actually see her weapons. But again, there's another character that I'm interested in, and that is Brotherman. Oh my gosh, when I saw this character, I felt so amazing, dude. Like, look at her, man. Mornye. Let's see what she's all about. Post-lament Anthropocene stars intertwine. It's because we see the stars that humanity imagines what lies beyond the sky. Mornye, she's so smart, man. Yeah, oh my gosh, she power creeps the brain of every other character, bro. Like brain power creep, mentality power creep. Let's go. Archive. Mornye is a space trek collective researcher and a professor at Startoch Academy. Smart as a weep, but not very talkative. That means she's a highly intelligent person, and honestly, she looks like that. And there's a big resemblance why that actually gives a reason why I'm gonna most likely pull for this character and skip Lynae. Because OMG, she's unwavering in pursuit of her dream to surpass the limits of space-time and see the world beyond in all its splendid beauty. Amazing. Amazing. Like Kura Games just knows. A lot of people said, oh, they all have like similar dress, it's all like the same characters, nobody cares. Guys, I'm gonna be real here. If someone thinks that she's the same as other characters, you need the glasses. Because here's what I see in this character, in Mornye, bro. She's so cool. Like, look at these legs, glass legs. She might be Glacial, because honestly, we need the Glacial units, bro. Like, Jaja without Carlotta does nothing. Like, you can like cope with Jinxie, but we need some good Glacial focused units. And Carlotta is starting to slightly, slowly, but still falling off. She was tier 1, but she, like a month or two ago, she like got degraded to tier 0.5. I also felt Camellia and Carlotta, in my opinion, are literally the same, or like very close when it comes to DPS. So the reason why I said Mornye is such a cool character, and I'm so excited for Mornye, I think that you might actually agree with me. Like, look at this. Her face, as you can see, is similar to Frolova's face, right? And the color scheme and these heels and all of these like the design of the character and the hair and everything else, it's reminding us of Jinxie. Like, she also has those like earrings like Jinxie does. She gives me like Jinxie vibe, but that face and the eye and one eye is covered, she reminds me of Frolova with the face. But with the overall color scheme, she's like Jinxie. So it's like, she's both smart and she's calm. Like, literally, Jinxie and Frolova, somehow, they did a fusion dance while we weren't looking. Like, what is this? Like, she looks so amazing. Oh my lord. I hope she's useful. I hope she does something like, for next 30 seconds, this stellar realm or something like a field that like constantly like pulls targets. I hope we finally get another character that is like one of the best picks in Wiwa, because Whimpering Waste, in my opinion, has kind of a big issue with like CC, like grouping the mobs and those stuff. We need characters who heavily enforced this kind of playstyle. Every single time I'm playing Wiwa, I either use Camellia and Gian, or I need to use Frolova with someone else, like, and some quick swap with like Changli and Jinxie. And it's like, I mean, it's fun, but doing this every single reset, doing same exact thing over and over again, I'm kind of getting bored. I want someone new that can actually like refresh my Whimpering Waste experience, because I don't have like full monofusion team. I can use like Lupa, Mortefi, and Galbrena, or maybe Changli, but honestly, like, should I do that? Not really. Like, I tried it, but Mortefi is like single target, then Lupa is like doing like AoE like 1 or 2 times, but then like she's like kind of, I don't know, I feel like she doesn't do enough AoE. And like Brent on monofusion team is the reason why you think that the whole team is like doing good in Wiwa, because Brent's Encore is getting like buffed by all of the resistance shred from Lupa's kit and her Oucha skill, and so Brent is just straight up, especially if you do double encore like setup before you intro, you get 1 encore, then liberation, you get like 2nd encore. Oh my gosh, you can do a lot of damage with that one. So I would say Mornye, I hope she seems like Electro, or some people say HAVOC, but nah. HAVOC is usually like mentally weird, like mentally damaged people. Like Cantarella, she's traumatized. She's like very like intimidating type of personality. Like, she's like intimidating to everyone except Rover. Like, that's basically how it is. and to like main cast to like a Tetia and those stuff, but she's overall like badass, like that like creepy woman that nobody wants to like mess with. So yeah, so that's HAVOC. Like she's like mentally HAVOC. Then Frolova, we already know what's going on through her mind. She's like completely lost her mind because of Rover and even because of herself and Fraxidus and all those stuff. Then we have someone like Tao Chi who always wants to sleep but is like assigned for duty to like guard the city, but she always wants to sleep. Then we have someone like Dan Jin who is literally using her own, like spilling her own blood, making a sword out of it, and then fighting her enemy by constantly putting herself at the edge of life. So honestly, yeah, that's not really healthy behavior. So yeah, and then we have someone like Rocha, and we all know she's like completely weird girl because she's like shy, but then she's also a circus clown, and then she's like, again, she's like shy, and then she's like all nice and cool, but brother, she's so weird. And then she's weird again because she's like, in my mind, she wrecks HAVOC. Like, I put her Camellia team, like Sanhua double intro does better. Then I put her in like Proloa Cantarella team, bam, I still can use HAVOC Rover and do better. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, why is she so bad? So yeah, that's weird. And so yeah, that's why she's HAVOC, because she's like dong 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 doing like Mamma Mia move, jumping up and down and being weird. And Chisa, we already read from like her bio that she's like autistic or something, like, or she's like weird, also like kind of person. Like every single HAVOC character is like weird, and you might say, oh, but what about HAVOC Rover? You can already tell that HAVOC Rover, when he uses HAVOC power, he's very cold. He's very cold. Brother, man, yeah, I'm not gonna lie about this one. He's very cold when he uses his HAVOC abilities. So, yeah, anyone who is HAVOC, and I just don't need to explain why Camellia is HAVOC. I think it's pretty obvious. Like, all of those HAVOC characters are just, something's wrong with their minds, bro. And so, this character right here, unless she's completely crazy, unless she's completely like weird, from what I've seen so far, she seems like a very polite person with a very noble goal. And so I think she might be okay. Like if Lynae is spectral, this character can be like electro, especially because introverts like Zhang Liao, Calcharo, even Yinlin, all of them are like introverts. Even Augusta doesn't show up unless you're someone special. So we can say they're mostly all introverts. Lumi, maybe, but she's like more like inner kind of personality. Like she's like more doing her job solo. Like, you know what I mean? And like Yanwu, he's like in his gym and stuff. So yeah, all the like electro element is like all those introverts, like not necessarily evil person, but like introverts with like, they're like more smart, right? Like more IQ. So yeah, honestly, I think she fits electro. But yeah, we'll see what turns up to be. I hope her weapon is not rectified, but if it's Broadblade, I'm good. I have Lustrous, I have Aegis of Harvest, I have Verdant Summit. I can actually place anything on her and she will work. So I have a lot of Broadblades. If she's a Broadblade, I'm more than happy to actually pull for her. Even if she's not, I'll pull for her, but I will kind of cry my tears because I will have to build one of these standard weapons, because I don't know when Yinlin will rerun, because we still have some 2.0 characters like Atatia to like rerun, and so we'll see what happens. And Yuno and Augusta still needs to rerun. I know they've been like 2 patches ago, but again, they need to rerun because they're like 2.0 characters. They still like released only one. So yeah, but basically that's what I think about Mornye, because yeah, she looks like Jinxie and Frolova combined. Even if she even has that like 3 lines here on her chest, like Frollova's white dress. Bro, she's so similar to those two, man. And it's like, brother, this design is so screams like meta impact, bro. Like it screams meta impact. Like I hope she's crazy, man. But that'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section if you will pull for Mornye or Lynae, or what the damage type will be, or maybe attribute, weapon. What do you think about these units? Let me know in the comment section below, and see you in the next video. Peace.